Okay, so let's start with the 79th example, and it is said that an inductor coil of resistance 10 ohm and inductance 120 ohm is connected to a battery. So here this is the inductor coil. It is connected to 10 ohm and inductor is 120 millihenry, and it is connected to a 6-volt battery. Its internal resistance is 2 ohm, 6-volt battery. So as you can see, this is nothing but an LR circuit in which internal resistance is 12 ohm and the inductance is 120 millihenry. Be careful while solving the numericals of alternating circuit and EMI, because here with what the supply is DC supply. So here this is an LR circuit in which the current will be growing according to this equation, I naught in bracket e raised to minus t by tau, where I naught is the maximum current that will flow in steady state. So it will be in steady state, it will be E upon R, and inductor will act like a closed switch. So it will be 0.5 ampere. The time constant of the circuit is L by R. So it will be 120 millihenry upon 12 ohm. So that comes out to be 10 millisecond. So as the steady current after long time and time constant of the circuit is known to us, I can substitute here. So I would be equal to 0.5 in bracket e raised to minus t by tau, which is 10 in millisecond. So I will substitute t also in milliseconds. Okay. Now the charge flown in time 0 to t. So it will be integration of current or time limit from 0 to t. So it will be 0.5 in bracket 1 minus e raised to minus t by 10 dt. First, for a part, the limit varies from 0 to 10 second. So I can take 0.5 as common, and in bracket it will be integration of 1 dt minus integration e raised to minus t by 10 dt. Limits is known to us. So it will be 0.5 in bracket. Integration of dt would be t minus integration of e raised to minus t by 10 will be same e raised to minus t by 10 into coefficient of t is minus 1 by 10. So that is nothing but the charge 0.5 in bracket t minus minus plus e raised to minus t by 10 divided by 10, the charge flown during interval 0 to t. Okay, and now I can solve ABC part one by one. Say that is for first part. From 0 to 10 millisecond. So limit will be 0.5 and then upper limit. So in place of t it will be 10 millisecond. Be careful, we should put millisecond. So we should take an SI unit, that is second, plus e raised to minus 10 millisecond upon 10 millisecond. So no need to convert because it's a pure ratio upon 10 minus lower limit. So if I t as 0, minus plus become minus e raised to minus 0, that is 0 upon 10. So it will be 0.5 in bracket 10 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it will be 0.01 plus e raised to minus 1 upon 10 minus anything raised to 0 is 1. So e raised to 0 will be 1 upon 10. So it will be 0.5, 0.01. Okay. But be careful, this is 10 millisecond. Okay, so here the mistake is here, the 10 millisecond, because this is in millisecond. In the ratio I have not taken it, so this will be millisecond, this will be also millisecond, this will be also for millisecond. So this changes has to be there. 0.01 plus e raised to minus 1 is 0.367 divided by 10 raised to minus 2 plus minus 1 upon 10 raised to minus 2. So it will be 0.5 in bracket 0.01 plus 0.00367 minus 0.01. So this 0.01 will get cancelled out, or it will be 0.5 into 0.00367. So 367 multiplied by 0.5. So 5 7s are 35, 3 carry, 5 6 are 13, 33, 3 carry, 5 3s are 15 plus 3 would be 18. Decimal point will be after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 digit. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digit. Okay, and if you solve this, okay, so we can write this answer in millicoulomb. So that comes out to be 1.835 millicoulomb. Similarly, in the same equation, but the only change is this is millisecond, which is 10 to the power minus 3. So this is also minus 3. Okay, you can also solve the B and the C part of this question, that is charge during 0 to 20 millisecond can be easily found by substituting the limit C, D. All these parameters can be easily found only by substituting the limit in this equation, that is from 0 to 10, then 0 to 20, then 0 to 100. Okay, thank you.